Listen to the birds singing.
You might also be able to hear the buzz of the bees.
Yeah, a lot of bees at this location. Not attack bees or anything like that. Just like to fly around a lot.
But they're ginormous.
Anybody know what that bird is?
We just left Deer Lick Shelter and we're getting a little slower start than what we wanted. It's about 9:15 and we're heading to, what's the name of the
Rocky
shelter?
Mountain Shelter,
Rocky Mountain
a little over
Shelter.
10 miles from here.
Yeah.
The path, they say on the Far Out app, is that a lot of the water sources are dried up, so we're kind of cameled up on water this morning, drank a lot, and then we filled up all our containers. And so we'll see what happens. But a lot of the information's a couple of weeks old, so maybe something's changed since then. Slept well last night. Definitely have figured out that my head cold issues or my sinuses is allergies. I've never really had a lot of allergy issues in the past, but something down here is triggering my sinuses to plug up, and then I get a little vertigo and really start blowing a lot of junk out. So just taking Benadryl capsules, and that seems to really do the trick nicely for about 24 to 36 hours. Anything else? Pure Beauty?
Nope.
Oh, that's right. I just can't get into Lilac. It's just not working. So it's back to Pure Beauty for me. So everybody seems to like that name for her anyways on the trail. So we're sticking with Pure Beauty. Anything else, Pure Beauty?
No, we had a good breakfast this morning.
Yep.
Had
Ate well.
oatmeal and-
Yep.
Yeah. I'm feeling the extra weight of the water. So, but
Yeah, we'll be drinking it soon enough and lighten our
That'll be good.
load. All right, see ya. We'll see you throughout the trail today, and then this evening when we do a wrap up.
have
Bye.
a good day.
You be out. Never seen so many branches come out of almost the same spot, completely around the entire circumference of the trunk. Huh.
River crossing.
Very nice bridge. Looks almost brand new. Hasn't been here very long.
No, it is very new.
Beautiful little valley
Still
here.
shiny.
Don't need water though, so we're
Nope,
gonna move on.
we're gonna move on. Well, I'm sure this thing is some form of a mushroom, but it looks upside down. It's just kind of freaky.
Yeah, it is.
What did you say?
This would be the water source if we needed water.
Oh yeah, but we
Very
definitely
clear.
don't.
Very nice.
Another nice new bridge.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if this got washed out last year. And that's why it's so new. Oh, careful. How pretty. It's running fast today. I think so. So there's Daniel leaving. Going uphill now. I can already see the angle. Definitely going up. We just passed Tumbling Down Shelter. And I don't know how far up you can see, but this is our hardest uphill for the day. So we'll see how this goes, how long it is. I have no idea. I try not to find those things out. Well, I should know probably, but here I'm turning around. You can see way down there, there's a sign that says You can probably only read half of it, but Tumbling Run Shelter is the title. See you at the top. I can do hard things. I can do hard things. I can do hard things. It just keeps going up. Section 16 right here. So pretty. Haven't videoed much this afternoon, but how you doing, Papa?
I'm getting worn out and ready to be done. Another couple miles.
Is that how much we have? 2 miles still?
Yep.
Okay. All right, we're gonna cross the road and onward we go. There's an up and then a down.
Our first trail magic.
Look. Yay.
So
Hiker.
This happens. Trail angels provide drinks and food sporadically on the trail to help the hikers out in their time of need.
I'm not even a peanut butter person, but the Nutter Butter looks really good. What other options do we have there?
Graham crackers,
No, thank you.
cheese and crackers,
Not my forte. You could have those. You like cheese and crackers. No, thank you.
oats and dark chocolate.
Still looking at the Nutter Butter.
Okay.
Yay.
Alrighty.
What
Thank
are
you,
you
Trail
gonna choose?
Angel.
What are you choosing?
I'm going to do this peanut butter crackers.
All right. Thank you so much, Trail Angel. We don't know who you are, but thank you very much. We should tell where we are. Do you remember the road we just crossed?
We just crossed Swamp Something Road.
And we are right at the intersection of Raccoon Run Trail
Yeah, that's probably the best thing.
and the Appalachian Trail. So whoever dropped this, Trail Angel, thank you very much. So nice. It's our first. Yay. Going to the shelter. Rocky Mountain Shelter, I think it's called. Well, good evening. This is the end of day 8. We decided to do a closeout today. So we had time and the weather is nice so far. We're supposed to be getting some rain. So we'll see if that actually materializes. Maybe not.
There's a little rumbling in the distance, so we'll see. It's supposed to be brief, whatever ends up happening. So
Yeah.
today was a 10-plus mile day. Started off, we like to use the word because we've heard so many other thru hikers use it, cruisy. So a cruisy trail is a trail that's like cushiony. Think of pine needles, no rocks, no roots,
Soft.
just easy going,
Yeah.
relatively flat.
It's the kind that you see in the perfect picture, like
Yeah.
of what an in the woods trail would look like.
You know. So we started that off like that, but we knew there was going to be a big climb coming.
That was 2 to 3 miles of that cruisy trail.
Yeah. And we gained about 1,000 feet in 2 miles. And
That's
luckily
what
we
came
did
after
it
the
in
cruisy trail.
Yeah, luckily we did it in the morning when the temperatures were still in probably mid upper 60s. So we got up that, and that was a workout for sure.
That was challenging for me, and as much a mental challenge as a physical one. And I told my husband, and I told a couple of other people that we ran into, other hikers, that I credit my health club, because they've told me, you have to tell yourself you can do hard things. So yes, I can do hard things. And then also breaking up big things into smaller sections. So what I did is I broke it up into small sections. And by the time it was all done, I had 16 different sections. But the way I broke it up was I mentally looked ahead to see a landmark. And I chose that landmark to be like the end of the whatever section I was working on. So it ended up being 16 different sections, but it was a long, steep uphill with a lot of steps. Yep. And my knees are now achy and tired.
And for whatever reason, maybe TC did it for me, but I felt really good. My knees don't hurt, my ankles, hips, nothing. I mean, it was an exertion, but I felt like I went right up the hill and felt pretty good the whole time. So I was very happy with it. We had a really nice overlook when we got to the top, called Chimney Rocks.
That was such a nice, relaxing time.
You can Google search it probably and see some pictures of what we saw.
We included a couple of pictures in this video, so you should be able to see.
Met some people there.
And then after that, we had 5 more miles to go.
So 5 miles
plus a few more.
In these mountains is like about 8 around home. You think 5 miles, I can do that in a couple hours. You can't do it here in a couple hours. So we're cruising along, usually overall the last few days, at a little over a mile an hour. I'd say like a...
Do you think that includes breaks?
Yeah, that includes everything. Breaks and everything.
So we'll have a lunch break in there. And
rest breaks.
Rest breaks, I mean, just even like 30 seconds to stop and get a drink of water.
Yeah. So that 5 miles took us, it seemed like a while, and we were getting more fatigued. We got our first trail magic today.
That was so exciting.
Someone who has purposely left food and drink along the trail.
For people who are hiking. For
people that are through hiking, and a sign on it saying, with encouragement. And so it was really a perfect time. We were both kind of low on energy. We kind of made a mistake and didn't eat enough for lunch.
We didn't. Neither one of us were really very hungry, and it's hard to eat when you're not hungry.
So we ate, and that gave us a little boost we needed to get to the end. And then we got to our campground and our shelter, and then we got to go downhill 0.3 of a mile to get to the shelter off the trail, and then another 0.2 of a mile from the shelter downhill to get to the spring.
For water.
The water was really good, so that was worth the trip.
Yeah. We got a lot of water.
Yeah, we ended up getting,
7 liters.
7 liters of water, because I don't want to make that trip again.
No.
So we're going to call it a night here. Some little, these things happen, a little change in plans. Over the course, a few days ago, Pure Beauty here started breaking out on her lower legs.
Well, it started on day 2.
On day 2?
At Crampton Gap, where I think I wrote in the video that it was gnat heaven. And I got all bit up on my legs with gnats, and I think some of their little stingers got left in there. And I don't know if that's what's doing it, but it's not a good, pretty situation.
Yeah, we'll show you what it looks like and why we're gonna... Oh, sorry. I guess I can't do that.
You have to flip the phone over.
So I'll just hold it there for a second. So that's, you see it's pretty bright red and even looks bruised in a couple of spots. So we're going into town. We're getting a shuttle ride. We got to hike a few miles tomorrow morning, and then we're getting a shuttle ride into town, Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, and going to an urgent care. And not sure, medication, whatever. We're just, and then there are some rains coming in Saturday and Sunday and even Monday. So we're going to just stay in a hotel for a few days and let her leg get better, whatever that takes, medication, whatever. And then, and let the rain kind of go by.
So people are asking me if it's really itchy, and it's not itchy at all. It feels a little more like my leg is on fire, but it feels really good when I put cold water on it, or I've been applying Benadryl cream twice a day, and I took a Benadryl tablet 2 nights in a row, actually, after it first started. Maybe I skipped one night, but anyways, I've been trying to treat it, and it's actually getting worse instead of better. And now it has that black and blue look, so I don't know what that's about.
So, you know, we won't, after this video airs, we'll probably do some short videos just to keep you up to date on how our legs are doing. But they'll be fairly short. And then when we get back on trail, you'll know it. So anyways, probably a few days off, and then we'll be back at it. So anyways, we had a good day overall. Kind of one of our biggest days, if maybe the biggest day, and so we were pretty tired. But I'm feeling pretty good now.
We ate, so it's amazing what food will do for you. I feel much better.
Food and drink, and other than her legs, I think the rest of us is feeling pretty good. So anyway, anything else?
Nothing else.
Alrighty, Uncle Buck out.
All right, happy wanderings.